What is going on, guys? It's Noah here with CustomRCMods. Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, as you can see, we're back here in the workshop in the CustomRCMods studio. I'm so excited to be back here with my planes, all the tools I guess as well, back where I belong in creating content for you guys. I'm back home from college for winter break, and I hopefully will be cranking out content fairly often. My goal is maybe even once a day throughout, especially as classes begin to wind down for the semester. So stay tuned for those. I'm also, of course, readily accepting your video requests, so make sure to go ahead and drop those down in the comment section below. If I'm going to be filming so many videos, gotta have those ideas flowing as well. So in today's video, I've got a very important build project. This one is the CustomRCMods FT Mustang 3.0. Now, I've built two of these before, most notably my last rendition, which actually lasted a good 5 or 6 months, I believe, which is crazy for one of these foam board planes. I babied it. It flew so amazing, such a relaxing plane to fly, nice and easy to build, and it was just so smooth in the air, and that's a pretty good formula for success in my opinion. Now, that thing never had an issue with it. However, it finally died in a mid-air collision with my good buddy Alexander. We were both flying our Mustangs, and things got a little hairy. Needless to say, that thing was totaled pretty darn quick, and here we are. I like to look at this as a glass half full. We're going to take this opportunity to make some well-deserved upgrades to this aircraft. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty here, I'm actually not going to go into too much depth about the actual build process and how it went and all that stuff like I normally do. That's for my build and initial thoughts series, and I made one for this FT Mustang back when I built my old one back in March. So you can go ahead and watch that video. It will be linked in the description below if you want some more details on the FT Mustang build process. Now let's go ahead and jump into the electronic selection for this process, which is going to be where a lot of the main upgrades come from. So first things first, the same servos are going to be being used on this aircraft. These are the SG90s. As you can see, they've got all sorts of hot glue and foam and tape and all that stuff all over them, but they have worked well, haven't really failed me. I'm going to make sure I get 4 good functional working ones on there, and hopefully we'll be good to go. And then for our motor system, I'm actually switching this completely out. If you guys remember, on my last build, I was running the Turnigy D2836-8 1100 kV motor. This one is the Emax Grand Turbo 2215, and I believe the kV rating is around the same there as well. And in here we've got a little BL Heli 30 amp ESC. This is actually a flight test power pod completely. This is the only time I've actually ever run a flight test power pack exclusively as they sold it. I've always created my own combos there, just like that. So it's a flight test power pack C before they upgraded to the radial systems, and yeah, I'm really excited about this. I actually got this power pod itself from BS Projects Inc. Back in like April or something like that, so big props to him. Shout out, he was the one who also did the Rustler and the Nano Goblin for me, so thank you, man, for those donations. So yeah, we've got the power pod all built up here. I also have a little bind plug switch right here. I made a mod video on this as well. It's super easy, so you don't have to worry about bind plugs ever again. I like this a lot. And then of course the battery is the Rhino $6 2200 milliamp hour battery from Hobby King. These haven't failed me yet. They've gotten a little puffy, but still well in the mix for a good 2200 milliamp hour 3-cell battery. Now, the receiver is getting a massive upgrade here. This is a genuine Spectrum AR600. Now, if you guys will recall, in my last Mustang, I was running an AR6210 knockoff, and I've had some good luck with those, but a lot of bad luck as well. And if I'm going to put so much time into building an airplane, I do want it to fly, and I don't want it to have those weird brownouts. Even at short range, it's just depressing. I don't like it. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we get good signal with a genuine Spectrum AR600 there as well. That'll be connected, of course, up to my Radiomaster TX16S. Now, let's go ahead and talk about a few other little small things with the build. I'm probably going to have to get some new control rods and things like that. Don't have a problem with that, but I am going to be taking this opportunity for my control horns here and 3D printing out a new set. As you can see right here, I brought my Ender 3 V2 home with me, so I'm going to go ahead and get some control horn prints started there as well, and hopefully we'll have some new ones on here, because reinstalling these not only is a pain in the butt, but also can make it so they don't seat as well in the foam and can rip out and cause the plane to crash, which is a whole thing we're trying to avoid, so we're not going to need these anymore. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and time-lapse this process just like we did in the build initial thoughts video. I'll have a time-lapse running up here with the Osmo action for the build process. I'll catch up with you guys after the build is complete. Alright guys, so we're out here, we're ready to fly the FT Mustang. I'm not going to hark a lot about how this build went. You can watch that build and initial thoughts video, link in the description below, about the build on this thing. But we got it all together. Needless to say, it's a very clean build. I'm super excited to get up in the air, but I'm not getting up in there. My buddy Kafka is, and he's going to be flying, I'm going to be chasing. Hopefully it'll be a very entertaining flight video for you. So I guess we're just going to see how it goes. Here.
I'm cutting dice, look at these eyes, they're not here to please you. There was a time you could be mine, before all that you put me through. I knew that you were trouble, but I let that you were bad. I'm living on this bubble and it makes you so mad. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me.
Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you found it helpful, at the very least entertaining. If you guys have any other video requests, we're back on the plane content grind now, so make sure to go ahead and comment those down below. Any questions, anything like that, can go there as well. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So in case you guys wanted to know what the other half of that mid-air collision looks like, here it is. This is Kafka's Mustang. You can see impact was right there. He actually made us fly again. It's called the shit stang apparently, for a good reason.